Today's financial advice is sponsored by Endeavor Private Wealth. Chris McGee, Managing Partner, Endeavor Private Wealth, has joined us for our weekly segment on investing. Chris, good morning.
Good morning.
Always a pleasure to have you on.
Thank you.
So, Chris, let's talk technology now. As the pace of technological innovation keeps expanding throughout all facets of our economy, and as more people utilize technology to facilitate financial transactions, there's a heightened need to guard against bad actors, cyber thieves who prey on government, business individuals. This is an important topic for discussion, and I know our viewers would find it helpful if you would share some of the practical steps they should consider to protect themselves from these threats.
You're right about the importance of and the enormity of this subject. Anyone who has a phone, a computer, or a smart device is potentially a target of a cyber attack that could result in financial transactions, stolen identity, data breaches, and even ransomware attacks. And while this is absolutely by no means an exhaustive list of the steps that people can take to protect themselves from this nefarious conduct, it may serve as a good reminder of how critically important it is to address this issue.
So, Chris, where would you like to start?
Well, let's begin with passwords. Do you know that there's a password commonly used by tens of thousands of people? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it would almost be funny if it wasn't so serious. Passwords and usernames must be unique, and even phrases, and definitely the longer the better. And don't store your password or other sensitive information on your device in case it's hacked or lost. If your financial institution offers two-factor or multi-factor authentication when signing into your financial accounts, use it. This provides an extra layer of security by having the institution send an access code to your personal device, such as a mobile phone.
And what else should we be considering regarding passwords then?
Yes, so don't give out your password to anybody that calls or contacts you and requests it. Financial institutions will never call, email, text, or request your password, personal ID, or personal identification number. And if that happens to you, that's a telltale sign of fraudulent conduct.
And Chris, I don't know, but if you're like me, I've been getting more and more text messages and emails notifying me that I've won something or I've been scheduled to receive a product or subscription at a great low price, perhaps only having to pay for shipping or something like that. It just seems like one scam after another until, oops, you let your guard down and you've got it.
That's happening to all of us. But what I'm most worried about is the potential for financial abuse of our elders. In fact, that just happened last week to one of our elderly clients.
Wow.
Scammers will post as technical support personnel, IRS, Medicare representatives, lottery or sweepstakes officials, even friends and family, trying to trick older adults into giving up personal information, tendering their credit or banking information, or sending gift cards and money. That's why it is important to stay in touch and to look out for aging family members and friends, as isolation is often a contributing factor to elderly financial abuse.
And if something bad does occur and we lose money due to cybercrime, would an individual's homeowners or renters insurance provide any financial protection?
Let me answer this with a very quantifiable maybe. It all depends on the individual's coverage that they have. Some insurance companies offer personal cyber insurance, usually sold as an add-on to a primary insurance policy, to help cover some types of risk, such as paying for the removal of a virus or reprogramming your smart device, helping you to deal with online harassment like cyberbullying that causes financial harm, recovering from ransomware attacks that block your access to personal data, and demanding a payment to allow you to regain control. Data breaches of personal information others have entrusted you with that cause financial harm on others, and directing financial losses due to identity theft, unauthorized banking or credit card transfers, and other types of fraud. It's critical to note, however, that this should be discussed on the availability, the cost, and the types of coverage with a licensed property and casualty insurance agent to determine if this type of coverage is best for your situation.
Definitely. And Chris, final thoughts on this important topic.
You know, following a sound investment planning process guided by a trusted financial professional can help investors manage portfolio risk, and so too may a sound risk management process guided by a trusted insurance specialist help people to manage non-portfolio risk, such as cybersecurity risk, longevity risk, and long-term care needs.
Well, thank you, Chris, so much for joining us today and explaining about that. We always appreciate your time. And of course, to learn more about Endeavor Private Wealth, visit endeavorpw.com.